this game is gonna be fun. Or so I thought, up until one trophy stopped me dead in my tracks. But it's my own fault because I decided to get the platinum trophy for Assassin's Creed Mirage. This game will contain spoilers, so let's introduce you to the main character in this game, Basim, the only side character that I know of to get his actual full game. And introducing the first trophy I got, the Master Thief of Enbar. And you can acquire this trophy by hauling ass to the docks to join up with the assassins. And this leads on to the next trophy. Yeah, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that because if I do, I'll cause an international incident. But I can't tell you how to acquire this trophy. You just have to become one of the assassins. You train with them and they teach you the leap of faith. I wonder would I become more sneaky if I just hummed my own theme music like Crunk does in The Emperor's New Groove. Wouldn't be a bit suspicious sneaking around guards. Moving on to the next trophy though, it's called the Blood of a Ghoul. And you can obtain this trophy by Alt F4ing this man.
It stinks of sweat and hopelessness.
That hits a little too close to home. Anyways, advancing on to the next trophy, it was called You Snooze, You Lose. Acquiring this trophy was easy. You have to hit your enemy with a blow dart and then pick their pocket as they're sleeping. There's easier ways to keep birds from shitting on you than this. And there's no easy way to stop me from getting trophies. Like the next one I got, a true hidden one. And how I gained this trophy was by taking out 10 guards. And there's different ways to do this, like taking them out while in stealth or just chucking a blade at their head. Speaking of death, could you imagine if a bird just flies by at that moment and knocks him off his ass? The next trophy I took possession of was called Crossing Paths, and I received this trophy by completing one of the tales of Baghdad. Altogether there are 6. I can't tell if Basim was really skilled or is it just a shitty glitch, but the next trophy I acquired was called Surprise, and it was not acquired by a shitty glitch. It was actually acquired by taking out 10 guards from hiding spots. That's right, you just ignored the strange hooded man that's staring at you with great interest. The body of a spy master is something you can't ignore, and it's also the trophy I got here. But how I gained this trophy was by taking on and beating this man right here. This may look like a lot of tea, but I can tell you this is only enough for one Irish person for one day. Moving on to the next trophy I got, it was called Street Cleaner. How you earn this trophy is by putting 5 bodies in stacks of hay. Achieving the next trophy, Potion Collector, was quite easy, and it was easy because all you have to do is collect 10 elixirs, which gives you health. You can get them from these chests or you can buy them. I am so curious about what these people do with these bribes that I gave them. I guess we'll never know, but what I do know is the next trophy I got, called Headhunter. And you get this trophy for showing off your accuracy and getting 20 headshots against guards with throwing knives. It doesn't seem to matter what I'm doing, I always somehow mess up. The Blood of an Enchantress was the next trophy I managed to acquire, and I acquired this trophy by going and taking out another Order of the Ancients, this lady right here. Moving on to something a bit less gruesome, like the next trophy I got, called Sleep Tight. And how you bag this trophy is by making 10 guards go night-night with your sleepy darts. Why would your first move after seeing a dead body be to climb on a goddamn chandelier? And this next trophy I got is a lot like me, it's called Attention Seeker. But how this trophy is different from me is you get it by distracting 10 guards, while I can't get anyone's attention. And speaking of attention, I want to know, how do you play this game? Do you go around sneaking, or do you just go in and tear everything up? But back to the trophies with the next one, the Blood of a Demon, which is an absolutely class name, but it's not as cool as it sounds, because how you get this trophy is you have to take out another Order of the Ancients member. Basim then decided that now is a great time to play a game of The Floor is Lava. But then he got back to the trophies for Thick Skin, which you can acquire by fully upgrading one outfit that you wear. And this next trophy, Cutting Edge, was kind of the same. And it's the same because you get this for fully upgrading a weapon. But even with upgraded weapons, I'm still no match for these lads. They do not mess around when it comes to their mail. But I don't mess around when it comes to collecting trophies, like this next one I got, called Masquerade. And I got this trophy by acquiring 2 different outfits, one here and one earlier, where I had to dress as a prisoner. Isn't it so lucky that no matter who I follow in this game, they do not have a functioning neck? Progressing on to the next trophy I got, it was called Ambush. And you get this for getting guards to trigger 10 traps. Traps wouldn't work to get this next trophy, the Shadow and the Flame. And the reason traps would not work is because you have to unalive this fella, but he only goes after special people when you're on notoriety level 3. And this next trophy, Serving the Light, proves how special I am, because you can only get this trophy by reaching the max level of the Assassin's Order. And then I decided it was time to look the part, so I got my next trophy, Fashion Statement, here. And you get this for adding dye to one of your outfits. The talismans they give you are cool and all, but does it not defeat the purpose of like a hidden order, just one of them dangling on your back? Anyways, on to the next trophy I got, called the Head of the Snake. And how you can bag this trophy is by taking out the head of the Ancient of Orders. But for the last story story trophy mission. Nothing is absolute, rather everything is possible, roughly translated. And you get this for ending the game after exploring a dank cave. Moving on to the next trophy I got, called Treasure Seeker. And to acquire this trophy, you have to open a chest, but you also need one of the merchant tokens to open it. Don't know why. This next trophy is one I just needed to get. It was called Fearless. And what this trophy is synchronizing all viewpoints throughout the game. And they go from the desert to in the middle of the city. The next trophy that I managed to achieve was called Bird of Prey. And how I did this is by using my bird to scan 100 different enemies. While staying on the bird team, the next trophy I got was called Eagle's Eye. And you get this for taking out 75 guards with throwing knives. And there's a thing you can get that makes bodies disappear if you use throwing knives. How cool is that? And you know what else is cool? The next trophy I got called Defender of the People. And how you can acquire this trophy is by taking on 10 contracts you find on a notice board to help people out. And while helping someone, I feel like they were taking the piss by putting such dangerous things beside the things that help. But anyways, moving on, Dust to Dawn was the next trophy that I managed to unlock. And this trophy is quite simple to get. You just have to pass time on a bench 5 times. Silencer is the next trophy I got, but it's also probably the coolest because what you have to do to get it. And what you have to do is use a throwing knife to destroy a horn blown by a horn bearer. The next trophy I got, Hoarder, was not as cool as the last one, but how you can gain this trophy is by acquiring 2,000 of the currency, and you can do that by selling stuff you pickpocket. The next trophy I set out to get was called Open Smoke, and what I had to do to get that trophy is smoke bomb 20 different guards. Them smoke bombs actually turned out to be dead handy. Like for this next trophy I got, the Hand of a Thief, and you can use one to blind people while you pickpocket them, and you have to do that 50 times to get that trophy. The trophy I got, Unstoppable, might give Silencer a run for its money for being the coolest. And to get this trophy, you have to go full Nightcrawler mode and teleport around, taking out 5 guards at one time. While trying to get my next trophy, somehow I ended up on fire and the fire didn't go out for absolutely ages, but I did eventually get the fire out and got my next trophy called Explorer. And how you get this trophy is by collecting all the gear chests, all the enigmas, and the mysterious shards. Once you collect all the mysterious shards, you can go and turn them in for like cool weapons, but imagine if they're all rusty as shit. Moving forward to the next trophy I got, called Curio Collector. And how you can earn this trophy is by pickpocketing people and then delivering them to this fella right here. And we're not done delivering yet, because the next trophy I got, called Scholar, and what I had to drop off was 7 books. 6 of them you can find across the map and 1 is hidden. Ooh. And now begins the Patron trophies, starting with the first one called Patron of Sellswords. What you have to do to unlock this trophy is give a token to Sellswords 5 different times. And the next one is Patron of the Arts, and this is kind of the same as the Sellswords, except you give 1 token to musicians 5 times. And this is the last Patron trophy, and it's called Patron of the Industry, and you get this trophy for paying a group of people to walk with you 5 different times. Spasm seems a bit lonely. This next trophy, Spread the News, also involves you giving off tokens, but for this one you just have to pay a fella to stop chatting about you when you do bad things. And if you don't pay him to stop, this next trophy, Eagle's Will, is what will happen, where you will stay in open conflict with a guard for 10 minutes. And this trophy is very easy, just avoid the guard's attacks. I actually felt kind of bad for him by the end of it. But moving on to the next trophy I got, called Notorious, and this one is similar to the last one, where you have to dedicate 10 minutes to avoiding guards while staying notorious. And I found the easiest way to do this is just sit up on top of a roof for 10 minutes, but I got bored, so I started messing with one of the guards. And since I was notorious, I decided no better time to get the trophy Poster Boy. So to earn this trophy, take down 3 wanted posters to remove your notoriety level. And this is the trophy that nearly made me stop playing this game completely, and it was called Blade in the Crowd. It's a quite simple trophy to get. You have to take out 10 guards using your teleportation while in a crowd. But of course, with my luck, I encountered a glitch where it does not work. And when I looked it up, there was a workaround where you have to take off your die, your talisman, and change your weapons. But that didn't work for me. I had to reload an old save file. So after that was done, I moved on to the next trophy called Tools of the Trade. And you can earn this trophy by just upgrading all your tools that you have. And since I was upgrading, I decided to get self-improvement for my next trophy. Upgrading all your stats is how you can acquire this trophy. Making my way onto the next trophy called Riddle Me This. And obtaining this trophy is quite easy. You just have to solve one of the enigmas you find throughout the city. And now this leads on to the second last trophy of the game, called Gifted Escape. And you can receive this trophy by acting like a general nuisance and pulling down 20 scaffolding. And that's it. Now I have the Platinum trophy for Assassin's Creed Mirage. And I'm going to give this game a rating of about 4 out of 10. That's not including the glitch. Throughout this game, if you pace yourself, you won't find anything too difficult, and you get fairly overpowered fairly quick. Like, I also feel I've been doing very easy games lately, so if anyone wants to recommend a medium to hardish game, go for it. But other than that, this is the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.